beautiful people, and welcome to a new setup of the year. Hopefully this won't be the first and last one I do. If you're not familiar with this is a bullet journal, my 2018 one. And basically a bullet journal is a creative way to mix a diary, a journal and a planner all into one. It's nice and fun if you can keep it up. I tried last year and I failed to keep it up, but fingers crossed it works this year. So considering it's the 4th, when I'm filming at least, I've already done things, so I thought I would just flick through it and show you what I've done, and then hopefully later on in the year I can actually do a plan with me like all the other awesome YouTubers that I watch. But let's get started. So firstly, when you open it up, there were some blank pages, so I decided to just put some Polaroids. The ones covered up are family members, and I don't think they like having their face on, you know, camera and everything, at least not on the internet, so I covered that up. I will do more throughout the year with other friends and everything like that. And I thought it was a cute start, and then straight off the bat you've got a nice empowering quote and my 2018 goals. I divided them into health, finance, creative. Basically it's my goals for this year are to get healthy, stop spending so much money, and, you know, do more with my YouTube channel and reading and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so then you go further in, and this is just, you know, the months of the year, and I've highlighted all the public holidays that we have here in Victoria, Australia. Next to that I've got some birthdays. I thought that was kind of cute. I love the balloons. I've got to add more in there, but this is what I have so far. Then my favorite sort of pages, I've got films to watch, which I've started to fill in. My favorite page is definitely this books to read one. I think it's really cute. At the moment I'm trying to read Harry Potter before I go on my trip. Just so I can remind myself of everything. And then I've got a bunch of YouTubers' books that I still haven't read, and at the moment I've got this sort of biography book, like empowering sort of book called Quiet Power, about introverts of the world and, you know, how you can use that as your advantage. I got it for Christmas. I'm really looking forward to reading it. So yeah, I'll definitely fill that in more. And then just here is just a simple, very simple page of just things to do when I'm feeling sad. Most of these are just small things I can, you know, do just to remind myself to get up and, you know, do things, because I know it can be really hard to do that when you are feeling sort of depressed. Then here, obviously I had to do a TV shows to watch page. I haven't filled anything in yet because I'm trying to work out which shows I want to watch this year that I'm not rewatching or catching up on. I want this page just to be ones I haven't seen before, so I've got to work that out. Then just another nice quote here: there is no shame in falling down, but there is pride in getting back up. I think that's really nice. I've always been a fan of that. And then here we are in January. So my theme for January, it started to be fruit, but I turned it more into like a summer thing because it is summer here in Australia. So most of the pages I've just put some fruits and stuff in. I thought this was kind of cute. Then moving on to my monthly pages, I forget what you call them. So here I've just got all the dates. I've got birthdays. I'll add public holidays in here. I'm keeping it definitely simple. Then each month I'll write the books that I've read, the movies I've watched. I've already seen Pitch Perfect 3 and The Greatest Showman, and both were great films. The Greatest Showman was definitely amazing. And then I've got my monthly goals. Most revolve around getting my travel journal ready and getting ready for my trip, which is just a casual few weeks away, and then just a page for notes if I have to write anything down. Then a cute little drawing or whatever. I'm not the greatest, but that's completely fine. If you're wondering what I use, I'm using these Crayola, what are they? The Crayola Super Tips. I do enjoy them. They're really nice and soft, and I guess you could say watery. I do have an issue though when you're using those Crayolas. They definitely merge in with the fine liners I use, the art line. They definitely smudge together. I notice they don't do that with pens though, which is good. So I guess that's just something to be wary of, because I notice when I do these sort of cute little things on the side, the color colour gets a bit dark because of the fine liner. But anyway, so here we go into our first week. I told myself that January is sort of the weeks where I'm sort of testing out all the different layouts, so I'm definitely not a fan of this, but throughout most of them I've just got the different dates, and then down here I've got weekly goals, a to-do list, keeping track of socials so I can make sure I'm tweeting and Instagramming every month, which I'm sorely lacking in, so I got to work on that. And I figured because one of my goals is to actually finish writing my novel, I'm going to do a word count every month. And then a little thing down here, I decided, because I don't drink enough water, as you can tell, so I figured I would do water trackers for each day. So hopefully I will be drinking more water because I need to. Onto this one's a lot nicer, I think maybe just because it's a bit cleaner. So I've got the dates. My trackers again, and those, I don't think I'll keep up with the weekly goals and to-do things. I just think they're sort of pointless, so I might just stick to like a notes section and then have like my to-dos in the different days, so that, you know, I can fill the space in those ones. I think, so week 3, I definitely think this is my favorite weekly spread, just because it's really nice and neat. You've got plenty of room for each of the days. I've already got my work shifts in there. And then this one I sort of designed on some photos I saw where they've got a section on the day for events and tasks. I think that's really handy, which is probably, you know, why I don't like the to-dos. But yeah, that's that. I'm not really sure what else to say, which is why I don't really like the weekly goals and the to-dos, because if I do this sort of setup, my to-dos can go into the tasks. And then for the last couple days of the month, I've just got that events and tasks set up. And a little ice cream truck that doesn't look like an ice cream truck, but it's fine. So notes, I'm not too sure what I'm going to put here. Figured I would work that out at some point. So then moving on to mood tracker with my lovely watermelon, because that's my favorite fruit, and I've just got the little seeds as the days. As you can tell, I've got a neutral, happy and a sad day, so this year is definitely off to a weird start. And my most hated page, for sure, because it took so long to do all the numbers, and as you can tell I completely forgot to add the 31 in. But I do love the idea of a habits tracker, just because it shows you what you're actually doing every month, and it sort of makes you feel more motivated to actually fill in all the gaps. As you can see, I'm quite good at taking medications, not so good at watching TV before sleeping, and my water intake, I know that one and maybe that one are gonna be the ones that I don't really do a lot. Definitely next month or next couple months, I'm just going to do the one where you have the numbers down there and your things you want to habits, up the top, or vice versa. I'm not too sure, but it's definitely a much nicer spread than this pain in the ass. And then here, I did have an expense tracker in this page, but an important thing to know when you're just starting out in bullet journaling, you don't want to give yourself too much to do, because then you kind of get discouraged and there's just so much to write down that you don't actually use your journal. So I figured I would just leave that for this month and just put a nice quote, which is "Rise above the storm and you'll find the sunshine." And then obviously I need a page for my YouTube ideas of the month. I'll probably elaborate on other things down here. I'm not too sure what yet, but I just added a subscribers count, which isn't too much, but that's okay. I love all my subscribers for, you know, continuing to watch this content. And that's that. That's everything for the pre-journaling and January. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and if you can't wait to see more designs. I probably won't post one in February because I will do a travel journal, which I will flick through when I come back. Probably add my March journal in there as well, and then try to keep it more regular throughout the year. yeah, you know, while you're giving it a like, please subscribe, because that would be awesome. Hope you guys are having a good start of the year. So this is Danny signing off, and remember, be you, find happiness, and have courage.